People of Reddit, what dark secret are you hiding from everyone? My uncle owned an old Camaro that collected dust in his garage. When I was around 10, my family and I were in town visiting, and I wrote the word fuck in the dust on the hood of the car. I used my thumb so that the letters were fatter than my normal index finger. A few hours later, my uncle asked us who did it, and I proved it wasn't me by showing how the person who did it had bigger fingers than me, taking the shit to my grave. I am secretly getting tested for cancer, hiding it from wife, kids, brothers, other family, work until I see the results. If tests come back with cancer, I'll let wife and kids know right away, but I don't want them worrying until there is reason. Only person I've let know about the testing is my lawyer, so I can start putting affairs in order, just in case. I've had a good life, so if it's time, well, it's time. But I'm hoping it's not time yet. 10 years a dude molesting a clearly underage girl in Mexico outside a disco, tried to lift her skirt and all that shit. Sat in my car, 10 meters away. I honked the horn to get his attention and give the girl a chance to escape. Never thought about what happens if I caught his attention. Because of my honking, some dudes saw what happened and charged the molester. They kicked him to the ground, and I swear to God and all holy spirits there were knives pulled and USED. I sat in a shock and could not do much. After 45 seconds, the guys left the place. The girl ran away. As I pulled out of the parking lot, I saw a body on the ground, and I swear he no longer was alive. So I am more or less the cause that some bad person lost his life. I pick my nose when no one is watching, every day. I witnessed my dad's suicide. He shot himself in the room next to me, and I went in moments after, and he was still alive, breathing and bleeding out. He couldn't be saved. I don't really like to talk about it for obvious reasons, so it kinda became a secret. I'm still dealing with PTSD from it. People think I'm doing a lot better mentally than I actually am. Nothing, but I'm pretty well known for having my shit together 100 of the time, and I legitimately feel like I'm one minor inconvenience away from my mental illness completely overtaking my life again. I don't talk about it because my family is so proud of how far I've come. IDK. I caught chlamydia when I was 11. It went untreated for so long it caused permanent damage and basically sterilized me, which is the reason I can't have kids. But if anyone asks why I don't have kids, I just tell them I don't like kids and never wanted any. I faked my entire personality my whole life, and it's exhausting. My brother had brain cancer. He came to live with me before he passed away in my house with my wife and 2 kids. He was my best friend. I was at his bedside till the end. Did everything for him when he could no longer talk or help himself, yes, even changed his diaper. My mom now had cancer, and my dad is pretty far along in his dementia. I don't mind taking care of my family. In fact, I stepped down from a high position at work to take care of my family now. But I have come to the position I refuse to let anyone take care of me in my final years. I have been secretly planning to take my life when my life begins to fail. I want to be in control of it and not the other way around. I know my family would hate me doing this. I have been secretly setting up all my financial accounts under my wife's name and removing myself. FYI, my wife is 7 years younger than me. I don't want to mess up her life. And not to speak about my goals and plans because miserable people will always start hating, so I just shut up when someone asks me what I want to do in the future. Usually the answer is IDK yet. Saved me a lot of unnecessary comments and bullshit advice from people with no vision and real goals. Watching my dog die in front of me messed me up more than I realize. I had my Neopets account hacked, but instead of moving all of my items and Neopoints out of my account, they decided to move items and Neopoints to it, and I changed my password with all of their stuff in it. My cousin molested me when I was 10. My boobs shrank several sizes 2 years ago, and I've been stuffing my bra ever since. Days leading up to Christmas, when I was busting my ass off financially, I was able to afford a Le Creuset cast iron stainless steel pots and pan set for my mom. She's been dying to have this full set for years and sure as shit wasn't cheap, upwards of about $300 for $100 USD. Got it in the color she wanted and everything. I snuck it up to my room and wrapped it up and hid it in my closet. I overheard her talking shit to my relatives about my body image and hair, and I immediately returned the set the next day. I plan on telling her on her deathbed. I have had 3 gas station egg salad sandwiches today. Tomorrow is going to go against the Geneva Convention. My poor co-worker. I have spent about 50 grand in my life on foot fetish activities with over 300 women. Deep down, I'm not okay. If you hang out with me, you wouldn't even know it. I hate how I have absolutely no friends. If my house caught on fire and I'm the only one inside, I'm probably not gonna be in a hurry to leave. I'm lying, I would get out. I don't want to suffer. I do that shit enough. I've never had a Facebook account. I think I would enjoy having one, but I know my husband would want to be friends. The idea of being associated with him sounds terrible. He had a stroke 6 years ago and has turned into this political troll, actively starting fights, insulting people, and is frequently in Facebook jail. I always just tell people I'm not on social media. And I do enjoy the anonymity of Reddit, but sometimes I want to go where I could be known. I was the one who was put in charge of my siblings, and I honestly hate it. I've spent more time looking after them than I have my own daughter. I'm worried she's gonna hate me in 15 years. All my adult life has been consumed with looking after them. I couldn't live my life the way I wanted to. I looked after my mom too. She decided her time would be better spent in bed. I have decided I'm going to nursing school next fall, come hell or high water. It was my goal when I was younger. I don't like my friends cooking. I just pretend to not hurt his feelings. 20 years ago, some drunk guy crashed his car at the intersection near where I lived and died. I stole all his leftover booze and wallet. I lost my virginity to my fully biological sister. Though not much of a secret, as a few people found out. For context, we didn't grow up together. She was put up for adoption as a baby. We met for the first time in our early 20s, and there's so much to the story, but the TL doctor version is we had sex and she was the first woman I was ever with. She doesn't talk to me or my other family members anymore. I live paycheck to paycheck and I'm 38. I've been molested by more than one family member. I told my family about the first time and everything went so badly in one way or another that I didn't want to talk about the other times anymore. It's been years now and my sister just told me about her abuse. It's not either of the same people who hurt me. My family is filled with monsters. Everyone thinks I quit drinking, but I still have beers daily. It's easy to keep it a secret when you've always lived alone and no one ever comes over. I'm Banksy. The closer I get to someone and the more I love and care for them, the darker the intrusive thoughts that tell me something negative get things like they're dumb, etc. I've explored it with my therapist a little and we think it is really the thoughts I fear they'll end up thinking of me arising and I project with intrusive thoughts. It's painful. How deep the hatred of myself really is. This Reddit account. I've bared my heart and soul on this app. My family would get me to a doctor if they knew about it. That I effectively spend a majority of my free time role-playing as a cute anime girl online with other people that are also probably middle-aged men pretending to be anime girls. I'm a deeply closeted gay man. Thanks for watching.